It is not often that a Gymshark favorite gets dethroned on this channel. But there's a new sheriff in town, okay? Whoop whoop, whoop whoop. I know that Gymshark's last launch with the new Apex Seamless had a lot of you guys up in arms. You either loved it or you hated it. The ones that didn't quite prefer it were like, look girl, we just want to see some real simple pieces. We want more minimal, more tonal, not so flashy pieces here. Is that so much to ask for? Have we seen their new soft sculpt? Have we? I know that they've been teasing it. So for those of you who looked at the Apex and went, well then, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with the new soft sculpt. What you're about to see is dropping April 3rd, 11 a.m. EST. So let's do a breakdown of exactly what's dropping on April 3rd when it comes to this new soft sculpt. They're dropping an all-in-one. The leggings. We have shorts. The cap sleeve bralette that I'm wearing right now, a midi t-shirt, a shelf tank, which I also have with me, and a zip-up jacket. Color palette's fairly simple. They're dropping 5 unique colors. They're all very muted. Okay, as you can see with what I'm wearing right now, I don't have the specific names, and even if I did, sometimes the brief is different from what it actually is named on site, so it doesn't even do me any good, or you. Thanks Gymshark for making me just look and feel stupid. So we'll pop in the color palette right here. As you can see, they're dropping a pale blue, which I'm wearing right now. It looks like a dusty mauve color they're dropping. Then we have a real cool tone brown, black, which would be more on the charcoal side. I don't think it's gonna be a true black. And this muted dusty rose color. It's almost like a vintage rose. It's very mulberry. So I actually have a full set in this one. This is the color I gravitated to. You know me, girl. Me and pales, it's like a first date with somebody you just met on Tinder. You don't know which way it's gonna go. So I played it safe. I got something that I feel like it would be more on the warm tone side. But yeah, don't expect any vibrant, crazy colors here in this drop. They kept it very mellow. I do have my code AshleyG10, saves you 10% off all your Gymshark orders, helps support this channel to keep these reviews coming your way. So I greatly appreciate Gymshark for sponsoring this video and sending these pieces out for my review. I'm glad to get some pieces early before the drop. It's super helpful, but I will let you guys know that I don't have everything that I requested. I did not want to keep you guys waiting, especially because the launch time's encroaching on us. I don't know if you noticed, but April 3rd's like 2 days from now, 3. Today, I do have quite a few pieces. I have the sports bra, I have the leggings, I have a tank top, still waiting on some other pieces. So if you're not already, be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll do some updates on stories there. I'll also throw it on YouTube community as well, just in case you don't have IG. You're like, nah. Instagram. I get it. Yeah, I hate Instagram too. Just follow me over on the community, okay? And I'll do some updates there for you. So they're dropping quite a few tops, as I stated. But the one that I gravitated towards that I got in multiple colors was this one. And why? Gee, I don't know. What do you think? It has everything to do with these damn cap sleeves right here. Are you kidding me? They took a step towards ballerina. You know, ballerina core is real hot right now. And they added it onto this really delicate, beautiful, dainty bra. I'm gonna be real with you. When I saw this style, I said, cute. But I also simultaneously said in my own head, ooh, that's not functional. So you know what we did? We took it to the gym. We did some exercises. We did specific exercises that you wouldn't expect this type of bra to hold up with. Not only am I gonna test for lift, but I'm gonna see if these cap sleeves sit the fuck down and don't raise their voice at me. Let's see.
Making my way to the back, walking slow, so the camera doesn't shake now.
Look at this. I did not expect it to hold up this well. Look at this. Come from the front. Look at this. No boobies.
You better fix that form though. I know you're not swinging like
I'm
that.
hurting right now. I can't do it.
All right, here, let's see it. No touching. I mean, even the shoulders didn't fold in on it or anything like that.
The slightest bit. I felt pretty held in with the seam. There's a thick reinforcement down here, and it's doing a little something. Wow, the cap sleeves. Oh.
Not bad.
Yeah, they're staying stylish. Okay.
Bitch, I'm stylish. Glock top, big t-shirt, Billy Eilish.
To my surprise, it held up very well. Did quite a few exercises, man. I did side shoulder raises. I mean, I had to test these cap sleeves. Are they gonna roll and snap? Are they gonna hit me in the side of the neck, just jab me? What are we looking at, okay? Because to be honest with you, the way they're sitting, it seems too good to be true, correct? It seems too good to be true, okay? I didn't stop there. I did some overhead presses. I'm gonna do them right here, right now. I didn't know that these were going to be gym sets. I thought getting these sets in, it was gonna be this like real soft brushed fabric that you basically like wanna be careful in. You don't wanna do anything too crazy or nutty. To my surprise, when I received these pieces, I was like, oh, like these are for real seamless. These are actual seamless workout sets. This bra, how it's sitting right now on me, is how it looks after testing it through all of these exercises. I like that it's not only cute, but it's extremely functional. It is low support though, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this out there that girls with very large breasts might find some difficulty in utilizing this as well. Now, I'm 34B. Obviously, nothing's hanging, nothing's falling down, and believe me, I have had a lot of bras, especially from Gymshark. A lot of their minimal bras. I know the Adapt Safari did it, the twist front, Whitney's, it's just like rolls up on you. This is not doing that for me. Oh my God, this fan is dangling over my head, babe. You gotta fix it. It's gonna crush my skull. You don't wanna see what's up here. You don't wanna see, I'm not even gonna show you guys. It's very embarrassing. Oh my God. I was very, very, very surprised at how well this held up. Now, let's actually break down this bra. So we have an extremely wide neckline. We obviously have these cap sleeves here. If you look closely, they're bordered with some bulky seams. That's helping with the reinforcement. It's keeping it up on the shoulders, but it lays so nicely. It doesn't budge, doesn't move around. No matter what the exercise I'm doing, they stay put on me. Girls look okay. It's almost bandeau style in the front. Then underneath, there's no thick band. There's just a really thick seam here. It's a bulky seam, but it's overall really stretchy. Take a look up close. You're gonna see a lot of contour. It's recessed contour. And by that I mean, this contour sinks in, okay? It sinks in and it allows extra room for the girls to just kind of hang out in. It adds a little curvature so you don't look flat chested like me sometimes. So it just adds a little depth to the piece, a little grab and go, if you know what I mean. And it does have removable bra pads, which I'm so thankful for. The only thing I wish they did, I wish, oh, this goes for every single fucking, this goes for everybody, okay? I really wish they had a super discreet internal seam that keeps these bra pads separated. It wasn't a big deal when working out, but when I took the bra off, came in, ate a little lunch, and then threw it back on to film this video, they were overlapping each other. Not a huge deal, but it's enough for me to have to just kind of pull them apart and just stop them from banging each other. I also think the bra pads they went with, can you even see it? It's hard to differentiate the contour with the bra pad, but if you can look ever so closely, it's such a tiny one that I'm like, it kind of looks silly. Like put bigger bra, just a little bit bigger, like wider maybe? I feel like it would have filled this section out a little bit better, but not a huge deal. Again, this is a nice seamless set, so it's really not detectable unless you're taking a microscope like I tend to do. Let's look at the back. Oh. This back, very open, very delicate, very dainty. They went so tonal with these logos, it hurts in a good way. Now, they went with a gripped silicone tonal logo, which I'm so happy to see. It's not your traditional print that peels. This is a jelly. Look at it. Where the hell are you? There you are. You are a gelled logo. It shines in the light, as you can see. Let me show you what the tonal logo on the blue looks like. It's almost like a very light blue they went with, but it's still very tonal. Loads of stretch. I think if you're in between, you could size down. Just keep in mind if you do size down and you're a little finicky when it comes to thick seams, you're like, no, I don't like the feeling of anything over a long period of time just sinking into my back. I don't know if I like that feeling. Keep in mind with these cap sleeves, as beautiful as they are, I did notice that when working out, they do create a pretty ugly bulge on the side, at least for me. I don't do enough chest exercises, and even when I used to work chest all the time, I still have this. Like, no matter what, this doesn't go away for me. So if you size down, this might cut in a little bit more and create some bulging here. But there's so much stretch here that I feel like you could go either way if you're in between. Me, sticking with my true size small, I'm happy. I'm telling you, Soft Sculpt embodies minimalism. And I think that's what's gonna be a hot selling point for this collection. I just have a feeling because I know what a lot of my girls like. I know what I vibe towards, and I know what the general consensus says about activewear in general. And I think this is gonna be a hot sell. Moving on to the leggings. Now I'm gonna get a lot of questions. Girl, what's this new Soft Sculpt mostly like? When it comes to Gymshark, what can you compare it to? I knew as soon as I got them in and put them on that they were most comparable to the Everyday Seamless. Gonna go ahead and say it. It's the Everyday Seamless. So many stinking similarities, okay? Let's start with, I'm gonna do a brief rundown of similarities here. The material's pretty similar. We're looking at mostly nylon and some spandex. There's a lot of stretch in here, just like the Everyday Seamless. This Soft Sculpt is way less shiny. You will see some shine, depending on the angle, okay? When you bend and move around the joints, when there's light shining on you, you will see some, but it's not at all to the extent that the Everyday Seamless was. I know that was a big deterrent for a lot of people. You're like, whoa, that is way too shiny. Hence, it looks even more sheer. With this material, even though it's similar, I'm not seeing as much abrupt shine. It's a little more mellowed out. I'm feeling the same type of stretch. I do feel when I did the touch test that this has a bit more texture to it. They're both soft, but the Everyday Seamless, especially when not worn, feels silkier. There's a lot of curve hugging going on in this legging, just like the Everyday Seamless, but I feel like there's a little more room to breathe in this, except the waistband. The waistband is different. The Everyday Seamless was extremely rectangular, so it made for a slightly loose waistband on me. Then again, that's made for every day, so if you're gonna go walk your dog, like it's nice and comfortable. This waistband, you look closely, it's different. There's a ever so slight taper at the top. I mean by a hairline. It's so subtle. If you look closely, this isn't a ribbed waistband like the Everyday. This is more of a textured seamless waistband. And then right up here, you have maybe a 3/4, maybe a 1/2 inch of a different type of seamless. This is the part that cinches in ever so slightly. What it does is it creates a little curve to the piece, adds to the whole silhouette shaping, really flattering. It's just not so boxy. For me, it doesn't slide or slip as much, which makes it a little more gym friendly. The backing, I mean, both look stellar on the glutes. They both have a raised seam contour. If you look closely, no scrunch bump. Like I said, tons of similarity. It even sits about the same on the low back, okay? If you're somebody with a really long torso, this type of legging will probably look low to mid-waisted on you. Me, it's coming high-waisted because I have such a crazy short torso. So I'm not feeling any dip. I'm not feeling anything too low on me. This is fitting how leggings usually do. They're still fitting high-rise. Now you can feel more compression in this waistband. It's slightly tapered and there's less width to it than the Everyday. So naturally I'm feeling more support. It's still moderate. I'm not gonna go ahead and say high at all because it's not. It doesn't dig at all on me. It's very comfortable, this waistband. This waistband is the most compressive part on this entire piece. You're looking at low to moderate support throughout the rest of this legging. Believe it or not, it concealed cellulite a little better than I thought. I ran in these, they slipped ever so slightly, but then again, I don't really think that this type of set is designed for intense cardio. It's Soft Sculpt. I think, you know what? You wanna go warm up, do a few little light raises, nothing too crazy. If you're somebody who likes the idea behind the Everyday, but you need something that's a little more gym appropriate, you're not a fan of the ultra shine, the under booty contour, this is more of a minimal approach that I think is just more gym friendly overall. It's like a sister legging. I'm gonna go ahead and say that. They're sissies. Inseam is about, I would say 23 inches. Not too bad. This is the type of material I feel like if I just bring it up to my ankle bone where it should be, and I do some shimmying. Overall, see, you just kind of work out the grooves here, everybody's happy. Especially my glutes, I'm sorry. Like, you know me, girl. Especially when there's no scrunch bump, and if my glutes look fire in a legging, I'm gonna show out, okay? I'm gonna show out. The material does the hugging for you, which I absolutely love. This is my favorite type of material when I don't have to really work for it. I mean, don't get it twisted. I definitely sank my ass into this, okay? I definitely did one of these and some of these. You gotta earn it a little bit. But let me tell you, it does something, does it not? Now, if you guys watch my YouTube videos, you know that I praise the Everyday Seamless. I even go so far as to say that it's one of my favorite Gymshark leggings to date. My ride or dies know, and they can vouch for me with that one. Clearly, putting these on, I'm like, okay, I love you. I love you. The question of the day is, which one do I like more though? I feel more secure in the soft sculpt for sure. I don't feel as on display. The fact that it's just less shiny and eye-catching in the light, like, hey, did I just see, is that her ass? Or is that the light? They go hand in hand, so it really could just look sheer, you standing, like it looks see-through. Even on Gymshark's website, it says, if you know, you know, do not squat in this shit. If you do it, it's gonna be sheer. They're literally not lying. They're telling you straight to your face, this will be sheer. I think that was the hang up with the Everyday Seamless for me. I loved it. It was so flattering on the glutes. The material was so comfortable and really did sculpt the body. It's perfect. It was like the perfect legging. In that way, my kind of seamless, but it just lacked in some aspects that would prevent me personally from going to a public gym and doing my squats. It would feel a little bit like, ooh, you know, to me. It was great for everyday wear, which is why it's the Everyday Seamless. I do wear it out and about. I'll throw a hoodie on and I will go to Sam's Club. The soft sculpt, I think it trumps the Everyday Seamless. It definitely does. Because now it's not as like glaring to look at, less shine, a little more hog on the waist. I mean, it's not even to the point where it's uncomfortable. There's just enough grab where it doesn't feel too loose and like there's a little bit of a dip or a gape in the back. All that's resolved. And as you can see in this gym overlap, I squatted multiple times in multiple places in my gym with tons of natural daylight, mind you, and it was not sheer. The shine was barely there to the point where it was like, no one's glaring at your ass because it's not gonna catch the light in their eyes. This subtleness of this soft sculpt goes a long way. So yeah, it does triumph the Everyday Seamless for me. That is absolutely saying something. It is not often that a Gymshark favorite gets dethroned on this channel. But there's a new sheriff in town, okay? Whoop, 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 whoop. But it's still a little sheer. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. Check out that overlap. If you go ahead and wear a nude seamless thong, like I always tell you to do, you will have no problem in the gym. You're not gonna see your booty crack or whatever. Truly couldn't say the same with the Everyday Seamless. It sheared out so much that you did see flesh tone. But again, this is me, my body shape. I would personally say when it comes to the legging, if you're in between, like stick to your true size. Whatever you are in Gymshark, stick to your true sizes. However, I think the legging, if you're in between, if you size down, you're gonna have more of a compressive waistband. It's gonna be slightly more sheer. That's just how it goes. If you size up if in between, you're gonna have a little more of a relaxed fit throughout. It's probably gonna be a little more squat proof for you. So please take that into consideration. I hate telling people what size to get because everybody's body is so different. So even if I make sense to one person, I might not make sense to another. You really just have to take my feedback after trying these pieces on and really tailor it to your own preferences. That's the best I can say. But that goes for every single review. Gonna throw on the tank just so you guys can see. Again, just working with the pieces that I've received here. The full length tank is about a midi on me. There's a lot to like about this tank, but I do think there's a couple things that lack. Let's start with the things that I really like. Okay, so they kept that real sculpting contour, okay? That's why it's called the soft sculpt. It's soft, but it sculpts as well. So the sculpt underneath the boobs is a really nice touch. It's a recessed, so it really does just enhance them slightly, okay? Just add some curvature. I like the wideness of these straps. I think that's a nice take, so it's not too thin and strappy and digging on you. It does, however, fade into the back and get a little bit thinner in the back, which actually has adjustments. I think that's great to add on a tank like this. I like the fact that there's a shelf bra in here. Yes, there is. Take a gander at it. You see that? Okay. Nothing's digging, not even underneath. The shelf bra is super comfortable. Stretch is unbelievable. I just don't have the option to insert my bra pads in it. I think adding in little slits just to have the option goes a long way. 10 out of 10 comfort, but when you move around in this thing, you can and will expect it to bulge in the center. It will just naturally gather. I don't really think this is anything new, okay? It's something you just expect with form-fit tanks like this, with active wear type material. This tank, in theory, like it looks super cute when staying perfectly still. Ooh, that seamless, ooh, form-fit, okay, it's nice and smooth. But then the second I start moving around, okay, doing a little dance, making love, get down tonight. That's when I'm just like, why am I dealing with this? I personally like the tank for comfort. I'd wear this under a hoodie or a cardigan for sure. Working out though, I'm gonna wear that bra. At least it comes with bra pads. But do keep in mind, the tops they are dropping in this range, all very low support. Obviously, since there's no padding or any molded cups, they're all pretty much the same. Like, don't run, don't do anything crazy, no jumping exercises. I think if you're just going for a low-key lift, these are perfect tops. The bottoms, you can do a little bit of both in them, I think. I really do. I think these leggings are the epitome of versatility. Keep in mind, they are very lightweight. They are very breathable. They're gonna be nice for summer. I almost forgot to do the sweat test. Where's my bottle?
To the left, to the left.
Now, you're gonna do me right, right? You are not. You are not. It works when I do that. I just have to spank it. People are probably like, gosh, she's got such crazy aggression. Yeah, I do. I'm off my Lexapro right now. I guarantee you're gonna see the shit out of this. Okay, dripping sweat. So if you dare do, oh my gosh, I lost my breath on that one. I don't know why I act so shocked when I see it show through. Like, I knew that would happen. It's thin fabric. Okay, so you're a heavy sweater, you're looking at this, okay? You are looking at it. Oh, but aren't you dry? Okay, very nice. Dry as a bone, honestly. So it may look like I pissed my pants, but I am dry underneath. And that's just how it's done. Final thoughts. I am glad that these leggings are what they are. Like I said, thought I was getting these brushed yoga leggings coming in. No, they're seamless goddess leggings. That's what I'm gonna go with. They are Venus on the half shell. I am pleasantly surprised. I know that this is marketed as a completely new collection, which it is. I only wanted to make the references to Everyday Seamless because that is what I felt the most. And I'm not sure if anybody else is reviewing it this way. I have no clue if anybody's making mention that it's very similar to Everyday Seamless, but because I'm an Everyday Seamless fanatic, it grabbed my attention that way. There's some major similarities here, but the differences, they are different and they are for the better. So in my opinion, it is a tweak in the right direction. I am happy to see Gymshark coming out with a little more laid back pieces. Not so in your face, not so, I'm Gymshark. It's a little more feminine. I know that even the Whitney being what it is, her line with the Adapt is so eye-catching. We love it, but it's eye-catching. Not everybody wants a pattern or something loud all the time, and I get that. Sometimes I'm not in the mood for that. Sometimes I am. It just depends on my mood. So the beautiful thing about Gymshark is that they are good at doing both. They experiment a lot, and they see what works, what doesn't, and they just play. So 2 thumbs up. I think Gymshark really nailed what they were going for with this collection. I'm curious to see if they're gonna continue this line. I'm curious to see if like down the road, they're gonna be coming out with new additional pieces, which I could almost guarantee. I think this is gonna get a lot of good feedback. I just do. So please, if you end up shopping this, even down the road, like a month from now, come back to this video and let me know how you liked it. I wanna know your thoughts, what you liked, what you didn't like, your perspective on things. And as always, I encourage everybody to read the comments so we can just learn from each other. I hope this review helped you guys out. Don't forget, everything's dropping on April 3rd. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and we will catch you in our next video. Yes, we will. Mwah.